Dear learners and students, I am happy to start 5th session of 5th week of this course, Managing Industry 4.2. Today, we will discuss topics such as the case study of cyber security and information security. In the last session, we discussed about the cyber security, information security, and now we will like to discuss some of the industry case studies, some live examples of AI security failures, and for better security of AI, what are the considerations, and what is the governing framework. And we also will discuss newly enacted Government of India's law that is called Data Protection and Privacy Law. I have slides for these 4 companies, Tata Power, Hindustan Unilever, Siemens and Volkswagen, how they are using cyber security, what kind of policies they are having, what kind of initiatives they have taken. But we will discuss, first Tata Power, and other 3 case studies I will leave to you, which are self-explanatory, to read and understand how these companies are leveraging cyber security. This slide shows that how Tata Power has conceptualized their information security. You can see that they have Information Security Council they have formed. There is Apex Committee, departmental committees, Information Security Steering Committee. Then they have properly designed cyber security controls. They have identified the cyber security controls for their business, and everybody is supposed to follow these cyber security control, whether you are a programmer, you are developing, or you are using any of the system. They are being guided by government advisories and notifications, very strict on that. So as I said in the last lecture, there is an organization called CERT-in. They have registered their organization with CERT-in, so that if there is any unusual event happen, they can inform the CERT and take their help. Like that, the organization is well aware of the government policies and how government can help them. And also they have cyber crisis management system. Tata Power is having many grids, electric grids. Any attack on their grids, because they all are nowadays all these grids are computerized grids. If any attack happen on the grid software, then what is the next level of crisis management. So they have call center operations like that. They have a well placed policies to manage in case if there is any cyber crisis attack or cyber attack. These kind of measures they are using as part of the technology. Next generation firewall, DDoS protection. As I said, DDoS is a very important that is a denial of services. When hackers attack, they try to neutralize your system, and they say denial of service, and they try to enact the denial of services so that nobody can use their system. Intrusion detection, intrusion prevention system, these kind of technologies they are using for ensuring the information security in their organization. So what are the key learning from the Tata Power's security architecture? In order to prevent operational technology environment from being compromised due to an expanding threat, the organization has adopted the following measures. Risk assessment framework, IEC 62443. This is a framework. This is a framework which tell us that what all steps you are supposed to take to protect your operational technology environment, like grade, SCADA kind of thing. They follow the NIST recommendation which we discussed last week, last lecture, and DOE guidelines, Department of Electronics guideline, adoption of CA guidelines for productivity. So like that, the company is having, well architected, articulated, well designed cyber security policy, considering the threat to their, because they are in the public service, electricity is a public service, so they will not like to have any opportunity or the eventuality where their services are disrupted. They also keep running user awareness program time to time for their staff, how they should use these technologies. This is also a very important aspect of cyber security implementation, that you should try to give training, you should make aware of every staff in your organization about the cyber security laws and cyber consequences of breach of laws for the organization as well as for the individuals. They have a cybersecurity control room, 24/7 it is working. Tata Power, control room, it is which monitor IT OT network events of identify threats that could pose a risk compromise. As I said, I have also included here 3 case studies, which I will like that you can go through. These are self-explanatory. Now coming to the very important aspect of data privacy, I am making use of here the policy framework which has been drafted by organization called DSC. DSC is one of the organization which is supported by Ministry of Information Technology and NASSCOM. This is a joint initiative by Ministry as well as the NASSCOM, and which we keep doing studies about the status and standards of cyber security and now data privacy also in our country. Time to time government asks their opinion. They also help government forming the policies in areas of cyber security and data privacy. So as per their statistics, India under attack, more than 5 billion cyber attacks in 2023 was. They have a record of more than 5 billion cyber attacks in year 2023 alone. The frequency of cyber attack is also on the rise with 63% average quarterly increase observed in 23. Financial impact, 28% of Indian business experienced damage between $1 million to $9 million. So this is the kind of impact of cyber security which warrant us that any breach can be a disaster to the organization. So what kind of consequences we have to face? One is the reputational damage. If suppose there is a public comes to know that the system of this bank is not prone to the cyber attack, then there is a reputation damage. Customers will ask the answer, what happened to their accounts, etc. Financial loss and legal ramifications. There are a lot of legal ramifications also in case company fails to implement cyber laws of Government of India, and trust erosion. I am trying to explain you in nutshell. Recently enacted Data Protection, Data Privacy and Data Protection Act. It is called Data Protection Act 2023. Few weeks back only the Government of India, after a lot of considerations, deliberations, this act has been now gazetted, and every company, registered company, is supposed to follow this act. This has responsibility, dual responsibility on both sides of the service provider as well as the service consumers. Service consumers are the companies, and service providers are the companies like Amazon.com, who capture our data, who receive our data, personal data sometime. Then what is their responsibility as far as the data is concerned, and what is the responsibility of consumers like State Bank of India or this kind of big companies, or all companies, I will say, not only big companies, how they should preserve the data of their customers, how they should deal with the customers' data, or how should deal with their own data as well as. So this law has come into action now. So just to give you a glimpse of this law, but I will invite you, in case you are interested, you go through this law. It is available online, a summary also available online. But I am just giving you here a brief about this law. Defining responsibility of data fiduciaries. Data fiduciaries are responsible agencies within the organization. It may be the IT department, it may be finance department, it may be marketing department. They are the data fiduciary. This all depend upon the company, which all department or which entity is governing the data in the company. Define responsibilities of data fiduciaries, controlling the means and purpose of processing personal data. So this is the responsibility of the companies. Responsibility of the data fiduciaries and the companies, that they should define the controls. They should control that who will use this data. All those sort of controls should be defined. Imposing substantial financial penalties for breach of data protection obligations. Suppose a company is not supposed to reveal the data of their customer, and they reveal the data, it has been found that this data has been leaked by the company, then they will be entitled for penalties, financial penalties. Establish a data protection board of India to oversee compliance and enforcement. So government of India has established a data protection board. Every state also has to establish now. By this time it all has been established, in my opinion, data protection board, and they will be supervising, they will be monitoring what is the implementation stage of each and every company. So what are the key aspects of the act? It is a quite big act. I have just put here few points which I have taken from DSI paper, cyber security and data privacy. Data principals retain control over their those who are receiving the data, they should retain the control over their data, with documented consent being crucial to avoid penalties. In case they want to share the data of any customer, they have to take the consent. So you must have seen that when you like to use a system, or you like to place the order, many times when you use some free advertisement or free emails, you subscribe to them, they ask you question, can we use your data? So you have to be careful whether you want to give them authority to use your personal data or not. So this is where, if you have not given authority to use your personal data, your telephone number, your address, and you found that this company has made use of your misuse of your data, then you can sue them, or they will be liable for some penalties. Business act as a data fiduciaries and bearing full responsibility. They have to, data fiduciaries should take the full responsibility if anything happen. Now they have to notify to the government that who are the data fiduciary in the organization. Data processors acting on behalf of business must align their activity with the obtained consent. Same thing, which is similar thing what I discussed over here. So law has come now into force, and all organizations are supposed to follow this law. Maybe it may take few months or few years to fully implement and to understand this law. But the work was started 2.5 years back, and there were a lot of workshops, and advertisements also, and information is being shared not only by government but by some of the consulting organizations like PwC and McKinsey. What is this law about? What is the implication of this law, and how we should use this law, how we should implement this law. I have few slides here just to say for completeness that within the organization, what are the perimeter of this law, where are chances of the breach of the law within the organization and outside organization. Like for example, remote worker collaboration. Employees accessing company data systems from different countries. So law defines that provisions over there, collaboration on projects with colleagues and overseas. So like within the organization, you have this, your colleagues are stationed outside country, and they want to use the system of the company. Data will be going cross-border. So you have to set this policy. This has set this policy. So like that, organization has to examine the possibilities of sharing data across the border, and even in the second part of here, it is being discussed about that when you want to share data, some information to your partners, your collaborators, so with whom you are working, what is the governing principle, how you control that, which data you should share, which data you should not share. So these are all things are the part of data privacy and protection law. This is a very important slide that which give us in one glimpse that which all laws are there. Like there is a section 4 of DPDA, we call it DPDA 2023, which talk about the collection of data. When you want to collect the data of a customer, so you have to take his consent now, and you have to inform that the purpose of this data, for what you are collecting or asking this data from this customer, and what minimum data you want to hold with you. So these kind of things are there in this section 4 of DPDA law. Section 8.5 of DPDA talk about that how the mode of storage, whether you are supposed to do data encryption, you have to use tokenization, like that. These are the technologies, methods by which companies has to supposed to secure confidentiality of the data has to be maintained while storing the data of your customers outside parties. This section deal with about the processing of the data within the company by your systems. Transfer of data, valid contracts. So like that, there are quite a few very interesting, very important law or sections in this data privacy law. You are supposed to know some of the important sections at least. So I have shown over here some of the important sections. Then next 2 slides are little detailed slides, just to give you a glimpse about that, what kind of restrictions has been put as far as this law is concerned in terms of territorial restrictions and compliance with existing laws. So how the compliance with existing law has been maintained, because already there is a IT Act and Cyber Security Act is there. So those act or those government rules also are in compliance with data governance or data privacy DPDA law, which has been enacted recently. Now I am coming on the last leg of this session. That is, we will discuss about the security aspect of AI solution. We are well aware of that. There is a misuse of sometimes the AI, like deepfake, fault detection, cyber security frauds are being done with the help of AI tools. So for that also there are very good now technologies and tools are getting available in the market. So that is what is also a big area of study that we are supposed to do that. Now in this slide, I have shown that some of the areas like boosted by AI innovation. One side there is a growth, other side there is a ethical risk also, bias and discrimination. One side, there are a lot of development in case of health care with the help of AI, but there are also vulnerabilities getting developed now. So how to deal with them? Is there any framework? Is there any rules? Is there any governing aspects? So that is a subject of study and a subject of understanding. I am showing here one example of OpenAI, who is the parent company of ChatGPT. There was a time when they have released one version. It was found that the session of one user is being shared with the other user. So there was no confidentiality of session. So you can see, and this is a slide I have downloaded from the OpenAI site itself. The URL is given over here. So then it caused some users to see titles from other users, chat histories in some of the cases. So however, this has been patched. You can Google it. This is available on this March 20 ChatGPT outage. Here is what happened. So full story is mentioned by ChatGPT herself. Similarly, there are quite a few latest incident how the generative AI is being misused. Here Samsung has notified through one of their blogs that after discovering the staff uploaded sensitive data. So the company data should not be uploaded on the ChatGPT because it become public now. So that is how to control that. So if you restrict the use of ChatGPT in the company, then you are devouring your staff for making use of the advanced technologies. So this is a big challenge now in front of companies, that how to stop staff to first use these kind of tools in a very disciplined manner. Don't share the data of the company because it become public. So this is a challenge, and these are matter of considerations for defining the laws or defining the control while using the AI. So Samsung has come out with the guidelines for their staff, how they should use the AI within the organization. This is another very good paper I found by World Economic Forum, that how you develop the cyber resilience in your organization. So you can go through this paper. It's not like only these user companies are facing problem. Companies like those who are software development and providing very advanced softwares like SAP R3, they also face similar kind of problem, and their systems are sometime having failures on account of some weakness in their AI code. So they time to time they also come out some patches or upgradations in their system. So we have to be aware of that the vulnerabilities which are growing in this AI world, and but parallelly governments are working to first of all understand what kind of, this is a new subject. The government is like cyber security is an old subject, but the AI usage of AI is increasing in the companies. So the kind of problem vulnerabilities are emerging by the use of AI is a very latest phenomena, and for that some studies and research is required, and gradually some regulations and rules and regulations are being framed up for that. This slide shows about the kind of risk and dangers of artificial intelligence. Autonomy is being seen. So like I will just discuss few risks like autonomy. AI act on its own without human guiding. So this is a very dangerous issue, that once you ask AI to act, you don't have control over there. It will act. Suppose you have given there is AI driven system which controls some operation of your some turbine or something, your machine, where you have given that control to AI, and if by chance there is some problem in the logic or something happened wrong while taking the action by this software, I will say that there is a lot of risk is involved. So how to do the double proofing, how to test the system so that in any eventuality it should not act wrongly. The autonomy should not be misused by AI system. So these kind of things are there. Still I will say the maturity in all this area is emerging, but the problems has been identified. Like another is called the compliance. Whether system which you have implemented is having a compliance with global laws like GDPR and CCPA. So these are all things are there now. One side AI is providing a lot of facilities and new development. Other side AI is also posing certain dangers and security hazards, and vulnerabilities are getting exposed. Earlier we were having vulnerability on account of cyber security. Now with the use of artificial intelligence, new category of vulnerabilities start emerging in the market, which we have to take a control. For that, systems are being developed, frameworks are being developed, rules and regulations are being studied, what kind of, and governments are making the policies around that to control the AI. There is a framework which I have found on the Wharton University site. I thought I will just share. This framework is called AIRS, AI risk categories, which are the kind of risk which right now AI is posing to the industry. Data related risks are there. AI ML attack. The AI can attack also. Nowadays hackers are largely trying to make use of AI so that they can attack. You will don't know who is listening or who is learning from your data. And suppose they find some loopholes, they may attack your data, they may attack the DDoS kind of things can be done. So machine learning and AI are being used by the hackers to attack the systems. Testing and trust AI incorrect output. This is evident. In fact, many times when I use ChatGPT kind of software, I found the output is wrong. Incorrect output. You cannot use these outputs blindly. You should have some knowledge, and you have to have cross checking with that. And then system should have a compliance. If there is no compliance policy is adopted, then that is also a big risk. So this has been taken from one paper has been published by Wharton University. This artificial intelligence and risk governance, and this framework has been taken from that paper only. This slide is a very good slide. I'll say that in one shot what is the AI pipeline. data collection and handling, model development and training, and model inference and live usage. So we require security, or we require compliance at all three stages. One is the data collection stage, other is the when you are training the model. If you train model wrongly, it will give you wrong output, and also model inference and live usage, where you want to apply this model, it should also be correctly applied. So for that we require a secure infrastructure, and we should have a governing policy around that, establish AI governance. This is just further explanation of the same slide. So what is the AI security lifeline approach? I have taken this framework from IBM framework, which they say there are 4 stages of that. First stage is secure the data, which are you identify the core risk, and then like list of data expressions, and you enforce the safeguards, like enforce security fundamentals like data discovery, classification, encryption, implement strong identity and access management. IAM system should be implemented to safeguard your data. There should be a data governance policy in the company. DSCI has given a template which I am showing over here. Very important aspects are that company should frame data quality controls, metadata management. Company should form the how to use, how many days or how many months you should have data retention. If you have not taken permission from the customer, you are not supposed to retain the data of the customer. So like that, there should be a AI data governance policy. Second phase is the secure the model. When you are training the model, developing the model, you have to also understand the security aspect, so that model should not behave in such a way that it create output wrongly. So for that also some algorithms and some compliances and frameworks are being evolved in the market, which you should like. One of the control is called RBAC. Similarly, we should also use AI in a secured way. One example is that nowadays we have seen commonly AI being used for deepfake kind of application, where AI is being used to represent a person, to make use of that person as a actual person or real person, which is wrong. So how to use AI as a secured manner, that is also very important. Here there is no internal control as such in AI, but there should be external control, there should be penalties like that. So with that, that's why I say the fourth stage is how you secure the infrastructure. Again, it is a very big topic, but when you think about the AI security, you have to also think about that AI secure infrastructure. Develop the infrastructure in a secure manner. It provides that security which is required for the AI. This is a DSI framework, AI governance framework, which companies are supposed to follow, and it is a little technical subject. So I thought I'll just bring this framework in front of you, and in case you are interested, you can go through this book which is available, AI Security, Privacy and Governance. This is available freely on their website, DSCI. So with this, I have come to the end of this session of cyber security examples and case studies, and data protection, data privacy and protection law, and finally the AI security safeguards. Thank you very much.